It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we'll see the Broncos, rangy linebacker. He's now sitting at 71 tackles after last week's effort.
It's the Broncos and the Jags. All that
what
and more
better way to
coming
start
up
off the
next
afternoon than with some
EA
football, huh?
Sports.
It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. Steering the ship, already in charge in just his first season, their rookie signal caller from The Ohio State University.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with a loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now from the gun. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Brushes him off with ease. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out, a former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
From the shotgun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Lawrence throwing here. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Sticking to the air with Lawrence. Finds a man, right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos and their running back about to get back to work. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
2nd and 10 now. The screen pass falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguars football. Lone back gets the handoff. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Now it's Lawrence. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Back-to-back carries here. Spins out of one stop. And he'll get it up to the 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Throwing from the gun here. Throw left side, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Setting up a throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Stays upright. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Broncos get set to take over. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Called in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Has a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. That's a pickup of 9. And the Broncos will have a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Right up the gut. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Jags pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, what a stiff arm. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Only a couple of yards on the run, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Lawrence to throw it. Brought in right side. And he reaches the 35 before going out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing from the gun. It is caught left side. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Connects with Wiley. And he goes out a little short of the 40. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. From the shotgun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
The give here on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Hits his running back. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action here. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Slot man in motion right. Play action on 1st down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The Jaguars back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. First down throw, Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And it's a real short gain here. Tackled at the 22. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Lawrence working from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Jacksonville in punt formation. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. From the 43. Completed to his running back. We're working a couple of yards past the line. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. A 70-yard pickup and it moves the chains. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll throw it again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And it's a nickel set for the Jags on this 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he only gets this one down to the 9. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Hand off to the back. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Patterson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Escapes a defender. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lawrence throwing here. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Lawrence to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Lawrence now off the play action. That's completed right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They'll throw to begin this drive. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they have 3rd and short. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They are throwing it again. He'll get this one to Brown. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out. They're going to lose some yardage. Offense to the line for 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing the out route complete.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're halfway through this contest from Jacksonville. The hometown Jaguars out in front. Now we'll send you down I-95 a couple hours to Orlando, depending on traffic. And we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. The Raiders trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead at halftime over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in that first half. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Browns trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes, as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Ball at the 33 for first down. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Return coming from the 6. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Broncos offense all set to go. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Getting out to his, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, but you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's about 3 yards, but still a tall mountain to climb. 3rd and long upcoming. Here's a throw. Jump off caught by his back. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The Jaguars headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He just throws this one away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
He's going deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. Right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Wiley hauls it in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass complete to Wiley. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 32-yard line.
They hand this one off. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. Lawrence to throw it. Finds the in route complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They give it to him again. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. Lawrence throwing here. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. There's a handoff up the gut. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. A give now from the gun. Jukes one defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Lawrence now off the play action. That's incomplete left side.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Lawrence looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got. Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They send a man in motion. From midfield on 2nd down. Had had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now it's 3rd and short. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down. From the red zone now. He's got a man left. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll throw it yet again. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos get it back to within 6.
Broncos 17.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Patterson now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Sending a receiver left. Right up the gut. And he'll get it up to the 27. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 27. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. The running back gets it on the draw. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Lawrence working from the gun. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. is made down the right sideline. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Jaguars will wind up with a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Throwing from the gun. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First down throw, Lawrence. Throw reeled in by Thomas. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Short side option here. He's running left. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
On first down, they'll run. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get the...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. He's on the move. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. A familiar sight in this contest, Bronk. He's out there again for another field goal try. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored, and that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Return coming from the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. From the 36. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Pass play coming here. Has a man, it's Brown. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 48. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To the air, 3rd and long. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Throwing the out route complete. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars in very good shape, up by 15. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Denver set to take the field on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Escapes his grasp. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars take over as he records his 10th career INT.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. The Jaguars kneeling out the rest of this victory.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.